I meet a lot of people who move here. I've met a guy who moved here with less than 100 US dollars. It worked out,
How did it
but
work out for him?
uh, he, he he hustled.
Yes.
He
Okay.
hustled. He had a lot of grit.
Okay.
But I've also met a lot of guys who move here with as much money as I have who end up going home too.
Yes.
So like for my first year, uh, I didn't need to work. Actually, for like my first 2.5, almost 3 years, I rang my own bell sometimes and paid for it. I just didn't need to. I did it because I was bored. I've
Mm.
always thought that I will probably never retire.
I feel the same as
Um,
well.
I
100%.
like doing something.
Mm.
I know guys here that do absolutely nothing every single day except drink or just watch movies and Netflix, and they're
Uh,
happy with that. That's cool. That's up to them. I can't do
mm.
that. My father is in his mid 80s, as I mentioned, and still works. He owns a bunch, I think like 20 now,
Really?
of car dealerships in Florida, and most of his job is on the phone. But he helps manage and run those still to this
Yes.
day. He's one of those people that I think if he ever just people are like, "Oh, you should just retire and just." That's not
Just
him.
relax, just do nothing.
I
Yeah.
can't do that.
No, no,
And
no, no.
when I came here, I wasn't working. I was just spending money and partying every day. I'm like, this is boring. So the bar did give me something to do. Now, when I got into the news, I had spent most of my money over several years. Um, and during COVID, and I've shared this with a few people, my income became very, very restricted with the bars closed, with the news just kind of having started up seriously, without me having that savings I had relied on before. And I'll get back to your question of what people should have. Um, During COVID, I was living on like 500 baht a day. And by the way, 500 baht a day is about normal, but I was like forced to. Is about normal for people that don't drink that much, don't smoke. I don't smoke at all, never have. I don't vape. I don't use cannabis, which is decriminalized here in common. So I save money on all those things. And I eat mostly 7-Eleven or Thai food carts. I don't often eat, although I went to Prime Burger yesterday. I had a great burger, but I don't often eat at like mid-range restaurants.
Mm.
So yeah, you do that, you can do 500 baht a day. But during
Yes.
COVID, I would do like 100 to 200 baht a day sometimes, just very tight on money.
Yeah.
So number one, have a plan, have a plan for your money, or have a plan for where it comes from. Savings. I'm now back at the point where I'm actually saving money again, because before COVID hit, like many people around the world, I just thought it was a never ending, my money was just coming in every month. All these businesses were doing great. There was absolutely, we saw no way whatsoever that this income could stop. And it fucking stopped for everybody. Worldwide, I know so many
Mm.
people struggled. But as a foreigner in Thailand, I know many people in some Western countries got, especially some Scandinavian countries, got some real. I don't know what the UK did. I don't think much. Got some really nice government monies back
Mm.
for
Yeah.
losing
I
their
had
job.
like 20 grand to keep my business going. 25, 20,
That's
20 or
that's a lot
25.
better than I
Yeah, yeah,
thought.
yeah.
The
Mm.
U.S. gave a couple $1,000s. It wasn't great,
Mm.
and Thailand gave 7,000 baht, not to foreigners,
And that was for the whole duration.
pretty much.
Oh, okay.
There
Interesting.
were some things for some bigger companies and stuff, but
Mm.
for the average person. So my point is this: people come here and you don't have a lifeline in Thailand. You've got to have strong willpower. You've got to have an escape plan if needed, money if there is an emergency to leave. I cannot stress this enough. I'm going to sound like your father here to people in comments, but for the love of God, have fucking health insurance. Like I said, I've never had a health issue here, knock on wood, but I have. I mean, I have a work permit and work visa, so I have the Thai health insurance regardless.
Mm.
But have health insurance, have options. Even if it's a Thai insurance, you should have others too. But have insurance and have options. Um, Keep yourself busy if you come to Thailand. Do not just come here and go to the clubs and the girls and the drinking every single day. I have many hobbies: reading, video games. I still like news itself. I'm a big horror movie buff. I'm getting into uh, collections and collectibles and things like that too. So
What
there's
sort of
just
collectibles?
some people would call them action figures, but
Okay.
collectibles. Yes.
Interesting.
So there's different hobbies and things. My biggest hobby is probably video games. It just helps me relax. Mostly RPGs. Baldur's Gate 3 was fantastic. Avowed is getting mixed reviews, but I'm going to try that next soon. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, things like that that you probably have no interest in. But anyways, yeah, just to give people an idea.
Yes, thank you.
Have hobbies.
Mm.
My other hobby is walking, and that's how I stay fit. I don't like lifting. I don't like the gym, even though Rage Fight Academy, the news is associated with it. I'm not into lifting. I'm not into gym classes, so I walk. I walk everywhere. I walk an average of 10 to 15,000 steps a day.
Why should they choose Thailand? What if they're thinking about coming to Thailand or anywhere else? Why should they specifically choose Thailand? What are some of the reasons you feel?
Honestly, I think that can be a tricky question because I don't think Thailand is for everybody. I don't. I think the culture shock and the way of living, that's why I started with having a lifeline for it. Having been here and going into my 12th year now, and coming here at a fairly young age, there were I made so many mistakes, so many errors. There were some I didn't make that are quick ways to go back home. Never, ever get a fucking overstay. Be here legal. Have health insurance for emergencies. If you drive, I don't drive at all. I don't drive a motorbike. I walk. I love walking. And part of the news is I see what you guys don't every day. I see, and I've seen it in person, the uncensored, unedited photos. It's part of our job every day because our reporters just take photos of what's in the field. I see the bloodied photos of people mashed into pieces on the pavement every day. So that makes me not want to do it. So don't drive drunk. And if you do drive, learn how to do it before you come here. This is a completely different aspect of driving in the UK and other countries. It's very not defensive. It's very offensive driving. Stay the fuck away from drugs. I can't tell you how many people here, get addicted to illegal drugs or get involved with it or think that's a way to stay here and make money. And I have acquaintances of mine who have ended up in the prisons and stuff here because of their drug use. That's not something